Hello and welcome to PADNET Presents, a show featuring the creative individuals that come through the doors of our Community Media Center in Long Beach. My name is Georgia and I'm an intern and member at PADNET. The segment you're about to watch is a collaborative project. With help from my fellow intern Mason, we came up with the idea for this episode titled Who's the Most American? We were interested in the U.S. citizenship test as it's estimated that the majority of Americans wouldn't be able to pass. Filming this was a unique experience as it's a learn-as-you-go environment. In fact, the cast and crew were learning aspects of production just minutes before we began filming. Thanks for watching today's episode. I invite you to play along and enjoy the show.
Welcome everybody to this episode of PADNET Presents. So today we had you guys come in and take a short little quiz for today's game, which is called Who's the Most American? It's just a fun little game where we're going to have you guys pretty much try to figure out amongst yourselves who scored the highest on the abridged version of the American citizenship exam. So the first thing we're going to have you do to try to figure out who did the best is all introduce yourselves, tell us a little bit about your background, and any relevant information that may help us figure that out.
Okay. Hi, my name is Harmony, and I was born and raised in SoCal. I've worked in media production for a really long time, almost 20 years actually. As far as like my knowledge of government or anything political, I might have taken one intro poli-sci class in college. When I was younger, I was into Schoolhouse Rock and they had this one, America Rock, so I know all those songs. I voted in every presidential election. And that's about it.
Okay, great. Hi, my name is Sunshine. The world revolves around me. Originally, I was hatched in North Carolina. I went to college in Seattle. My degree is visual art, so not really related to America very much. I hardly ever vote. I think I voted once a long time ago. I might have voted more recently in local politics. I don't know. I do read up about political stuff, but I don't know that much. But I do remember in high school I had to take one class my senior year called Economic, Legal, and Political Systems. But that class was like 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, so I don't know how much I still remember.
Hi, my name is Tony, and I am retiring from the Public Defender's Office. My background is I have my bachelor's is in criminal justice, paralegal studies, and theater arts. I have 1 year of law school, which was probably, I don't know, 30-something years ago. So as I retire, I want to forget all that stuff. Really, as a matter of fact, I was just cleaning out my garage and I found all my old law books and I was happy to get rid of all that stuff. So I remember very little from law school and from what I learned in school.
Forced amnesia.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Christine. I got a degree in psychology at Cal State Long Beach. I'm originally born and raised in Long Beach. And something about the political aspect, I was on the campaign trail for Joe Biden. And I made calls, and there were some people who were on the fence, and they were like, after talking to you, I'm voting for Joe Biden. Yeah, so that was really great. I voted in every election that I was able to. So that's my background.
You're very persuasive.
Perfect. Thank you guys. So I guess my first question is, how was the test? What did you guys think of it? How do you feel? Just initial thoughts and confidence level coming out of taking it.
I was feeling I went in feeling confident with my Schoolhouse Rock lyrics and all that. And then I was like, wait a minute, there wasn't a line, there wasn't a song about this. So, I don't know, 50-50 maybe?
I think I went in with a big ego, and then I was like, whoa. Like, there's some questions I know I got right, but I was actually very surprised. The test is just all about economic, legal, and political stuff. Like, I figured if it's about America, maybe they would ask a question like, what's the capital of America? Or like, I was expecting at least a few maybe geographical questions about America or some kind of cultural questions about America, and I got none of that, so I was a little bit surprised, you know.
But we only had an abridged version, so but I do want to see what are some of the questions.
Different questions? The whole test has different
I think
questions?
there's like over 100 questions.
Yeah, the original test is about 130 or something like that.
And are the questions different? You guys just gave us the most difficult question?
No, we tried to give some of the easier ones. We mixed in a couple hard ones, but most of them were the ones that were a little more straightforward. The original test is actually not multiple choice either. It's like you have to like know the answer.
Oh, like right in.
No way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so glad I was just hatched here. That's crazy.
No way.
I didn't even know we were going to have a test today. It was like a pop quiz. I came in and here we go. Okay.
So how long has it been since each of you have taken like any relevant like classes or had to like, I know some of you like kind of answered that in your original introduction, but like how many years has it been since you actually like thought about anything kind of related to these questions?
For me, about 25, 30 years, maybe.
The last time I took a test, I was in fashion school, so something totally unrelated. But when I was in college, I had psychology classes and poli-science classes, different things mixed in. So it was kind of toughy. But I was on the campaign trail for Joe Biden, so that helped a little bit.
And even with my criminal law background, it's still a little different. It's criminal law, what I do is a lot different than what I learned in college, like in my poli-sci classes.
Okay, like I said, in high school I had that one class, Economic, Legal, and Political Systems, in my senior year of high school. So that was the last thing I mean, in college, I was an art student, so I know I had to take some social studies classes. I mean, I had to learn some stuff about America. Like if I had a psychology or sociology class, yeah, I was learning about America compared to other countries, but none of those questions on the test were related to like the sociology or the psychology of America. It was all political, or, government stuff.
I definitely need a refresher.
Gosh, I think formally taking a test might have had to been in college, which was a long time ago. But maybe for funsies, like one of those fun online quizzes, like how much do you remember? I think maybe within the last 5 years or so, I just did a fun thing with my husband where we wanted to see who can name the most amount of U.S. states. Like just to see if you can remember all 50. I couldn't remember all 50, but I think I got close to 40 or 40 something. But but that was just like naming them off, not necessarily like
in order and
not necessarily, not in alphabetical order or not by its location or anything.
I couldn't do that either.
Yeah, Animaniacs. They're a cartoon Animaniacs.
Oh, they
have a song. And I started with those, like Alabama and Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas.
Oh man, I'm so glad you mentioned that. I love Yakko Warner. He always does the best songs. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. All right, awesome. So based on that, and no other information, I want you guys right now to try to order yourselves. Try to guess who might have done the best, who might have done the worst, and just order yourselves on the markers. And so the best would be where Harmony is standing right now, and the worst being where Christine is standing right now. So I'll let you guys kind of have at it.
I feel like I want to put Tony close to here.
Yes.
Put Tony like right here.
I feel like I need a
lower end.
Yeah, I feel like.
Could we all be in the same position at once?
I'm like right here.
I'll be here.
Okay, yeah, we could put the political.
I think you're the Biden.
Yeah,
the Biden
because
representative
it was more
here.
recent.
Yes.
And
And
then
you did
Tony.
something in 5 years.
Oh, that was a little geography thing. I think
I'm right.
I think you're right here too.
I think I'm right here.
Three against
I
one.
would scoot you that way.
I didn't. I should have known that stuff, but I
Do
didn't.
you want to rock, paper, scissors, or do you want to?
We can't both sit in the same position? Okay, yeah.
Wait, we gotta determine
Both
what.
did paper.
Okay.
So we are both in the same position because we both did paper.
One more time.
Who wins?
Rock, paper, scissors. There you go.
Okay, I'm
Harmony.
taking the last one.
Oh, okay. I actually don't know how to play that game. I just wait for somebody else to tell me that
Yeah, I'm happy with this.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
No, me too.
Okay, perfect. All right, sounds good. So, all right, now we'll move on to our next section, which is trivia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, in case we get hot under the stage light.
So, the first round of trivia is we have a marker on a map of the U.S., and your goal is to try to guess which state the marker is in. This one is pretty hard.
Oh,
Some of them I
man.
don't even know myself, so I had to write the answers down. But yeah, so we're going to show a series of markers, and you're going to try to guess. And if you have the answer, all you have to do is flip up your little PADNET answer sign and take a guess. There's no like scoring to this. This is all kind of, again, to try to figure out who might have done better on the test. So let's get started.
I know.
Okay, I saw Sunshine's first.
I was excited. You want me to say it or?
Yeah, go ahead. Say it.
Maine.
Maine. Perfect. And that is the correct answer. All right.
Where Stephen King is from. All the most scariest stories come from Maine, just so you know.
And then the next one. They get a little bit harder. I saw Christine first.
Texas?
The answer is not Texas.
Darn. Okay.
I think Arizona.
The answer is not Arizona.
Oh.
Harmony?
Is it New Mexico?
It is New Mexico.
Yeah, good job.
Yes, that was going to be my
You're very close.
Okay, oh, so it's on the border, right?
On the
Is the next
border.
one over, is that
Yeah.
Arizona?
Wait a minute, that's
Oh wait,
Arizona.
that is Arizona. Georgia? You messed me up. Sorry.
It's
But
okay.
it's right on the line, so how can
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I
Very
guess you guys were
close.
both right. You guys are.
Yeah.
I clearly did not do very good on this test. All right. Now we'll go for the next one. Okay, Sunshine again.
I'm guessing West Virginia?
That is correct.
Wow, good job. 3.
I didn't do this good on the test, I swear to God.
Wow, that is impressive. On the money on the first try.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we got.
Study the map.
Yeah,
Study the map before it disappears.
Thank you. Mentally memorize the map before it disappears.
And all right, so we got 2 more for you guys. Right in the middle.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I saw Harmony
I'm
first.
gonna guess Nebraska.
That's a good guess.
That is a great guess. That is correct.
Ah!
All right. Wow, that is in. I'm shocked that you guys got those 2 on the first try. Those were 2 of the harder ones. All right, and the last one, all the way up north. Sunshine.
I think like I have some guesses. Minnesota?
That is correct as well.
Good
That
job.
was very impressive.
I was gonna guess North Dakota, but I was like,
I think if you moved a little bit to the left, you might have been right on that
Okay.
one. All right, cool. That is all for the markers. Now, our next one is about state flags. So, this one's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to show you a flag, and if you know the answer, try to guess which state it's in. These are all real flags.
thank you.
Christine,
New England?
that is incorrect.
Okay.
It is not a coastal.
It's not a coastal.
It's a state, not a
it's a-
region, right? I don't
No,
know
it
if
is a
I've ever
state.
seen that flag before.
If there
I
are
think
no,
we're stumped.
all right. If there's no guesses, this one is actually Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, Tennessee.
I intentionally chose hard ones because some of them also have the names of the state written on them, so it kind of narrowed it down a little bit. All right, next one. This one's probably the hardest. This is the newest flag out of all the states. Harmony?
Alaska?
It is not Alaska.
Why would Alaska have a flower? Duh.
This was adopted, I believe, in 2021. So that new. I'll give you a hint. It might narrow it down a little bit. This flag was adopted because the previous one was a little bit problematic for some reasons.
So it's like a southern state?
Oh, you must be. No.
I still don't know which southern state though.
No idea. Sorry.
It's all good.
I think that's a dogwood flower though.
I
right?
mean,
That makes
Anyone
There's
want to
a-
take a wild guess?
Louisiana?
Not
Okay, I would
Louisiana.
guess, I would guess Mississippi, just because they have so many problems. Like,
That
sorry.
is correct.
Oh,
Mississippi.
yeah.
It is Mississippi. They just adopted that, and yeah, their flag was definitely problematic before that.
I think, I didn't see the flag, but I saw like in the news they kept talking about, or like complaining about Mississippi, or like
Yeah.
talking about, I don't know. Mississippi has issues. I guess we all do.
All right, next one.
What state has bears that walk on 2 feet?
Harmony?
Oregon?
It is not Oregon.
I was thinking Oregon.
That seems like a berry state.
I will give you another hint. This state is in the Midwest.
Can I guess again?
Go ahead.
I'm just going to guess a random Midwest state, but Ohio?
No, not Ohio. Any other wild guesses?
Can you give us another hint?
I guess another hint is I don't really know a whole lot about this state. It's kind of not a whole lot that goes on there.
Oh, those flyover states. I guess it's a flyover state.
It is. It runs along the Mississippi. There's no penalty for wrong answers, so. Go
At this
ahead.
point, I'd just be
Harmony?
guessing.
I don't even know if this runs along the Mississippi, but Missouri?
It is Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri. Okay, good. Missouri. Okay.
All right, we got two more for you.
And now we know in Missouri the bears stand up.
They should advertise that more. I think more people would go there.
In our state, the bears stand up.
Oh.
That's a flag?
This is a flag.
Wow.
I thought this was the scuba flag at first. It turns out it is a state flag. I thought the first section was going to be the harder one, to be honest, when I made this.
I just don't think I look at a lot of state flags. I mean, there's certain state flags like Texas advertises their flag every 5 seconds, but nobody else advertises their flag, I don't think. So I don't.
Can you give us a hint?
I can. This state is in the South.
South. If I say anything, it'd just be a guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alabama.
I was thinking Alabama too.
This is Alabama.
Okay, did they change this one in recent time? This is what it's always been?
I don't think they have recently. This one,
Okay.
I think this is one
So
that's been
Alabama's
around
always
for a
had
while.
that. Okay.
Yeah. All right, and the last one.
Oh,
Okay, so Harmony first.
Alaska?
Last one is Alaska.
the Big Dipper is in Alaska?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
good job.
Big Dipper only exists in Alaska.
Exactly.
So you have to travel there to see that. All right.
False
Well,
information, though.
we also made for anybody who watches, we have the quiz and some of the trivia available at this QR code.
Oh,
So if
cool.
anybody who's watching it wants to check it out, after all of that, how is everybody feeling?
Dumb.
It's okay. It's all right. I honestly didn't know half of these flags were what they were. And I to be honest, I thought the marker part was going to be the hard part, but you guys did remarkably well on that. Like, I think most of them you guys got on the first guess, which was shocking to me.
Maybe we're just natural geographers,
there
but
you
not
go.
natural flagists.
I guess.
I don't know what is the study of the flags.
I know.
I have no idea.
I would figure the test would be maybe a few more questions like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it felt like when the test to become a citizen, it was just a very, I mean, I hope I'm not sounding like I'm just complaining about the test, but it seemed like a very concentrated amount of information
Yeah.
on, like,
Does the whole test include these? Some of these?
Some of them, yeah.
Oh,
It does
okay,
have
so
some.
this is-
It does have. It has a lot of questions about like the geography.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
So this
really?
is
Okay.
it would be something that would
Something
be
it wouldn't
Oh.
like be visual like this, but
Yeah.
there were some questions about like where are certain things in the country,
Okay.
like landmarks and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping for some questions like that, but the test didn't have any geography questions.
Yeah. All right. Well, based on that, do you guys want to make any changes to the order? Is anybody
Yes.
feeling better or worse about how they're doing? I'll let you guys leave you guys to it.
I might go a little bit higher up, but
Okay,
not
let's
a
do
whole,
this.
not, I'm not like Mensa level. I'm just like, I know a few things.
I don't
You're
know
really-
nothing.
Yeah, I was not good on the U.S. placement and the flags. Nope.
But I feel
You
like,
were better than me, I feel.
I felt like so you said that some of the questions here might have been on the test, because I honestly was like, I don't know if it really changes my opinion, but
okay,
if it's
yeah.
if
you
you guys feel
Because
like
it was different, huh? It was
Yeah,
really
exactly.
different
If
than-
you kind of have like this a little bit more of a political background, and I don't think those questions were exactly political. They were like geography questions and like
it was like stuff you learn in school to just
Yeah.
like basic
Government.
GE
Yeah,
knowledge.
your knowledge on that test is probably still the same. Or
Yeah.
good knowledge.
So, are you guys happy with this order?
I am.
Okay, yeah, okay. I don't know. Just tell me what I made, and then I'll know.
Yeah, I'll tell you the answers, and then you guys can reorder yourselves. No, I'm just kidding. But all right, well, that is pretty much it for the trivia that we have. Before I reveal the answers for everybody, and I will say now, it was shockingly close between all four of you. I think when we did it, only 3 questions separated all 4 of you.
What? That's interesting.
Did we pass? Is the
We
question.
all passed.
Yeah, we
Oh,
all.
yeah.
I believe
Yes.
everybody did. Yeah.
Oh, we passed.
So-
we are
We get to
American.
stay.
Yeah.
It does really kind of put things in perspective of people who are wanting to be citizens. Like the amount of work and effort
Absolutely,
it takes
yes.
to be here. It's a lot of effort.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
versus just being born here, and
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it is shocking when we were reading through that whole test how much you really have to, especially if it's not multiple choice, how much you really have to know this stuff in order to like even be eligible to like be a citizen here. So it's quite remarkable.
And like a lot of Americans, I mean, they don't vote or they're not, I mean, there's no law saying, oh my God, you gotta be political, like, I had a friend who's Australian and he said, in Australia, you legally have to vote. And I was like, God, that's crazy. So what happens then? And he said, well, what happens is people that don't know anything about politics, they just vote for the very first person on the ballot. And so in Australia, it's a fight to like get your name first on the ballot, not to win the, I don't know. Sorry, I talked about something else. But the whole point is like, as Americans, sometimes we don't need to know, be as knowledgeable about that. But like, if you're trying to come here, I guess, you have to.
They really want you to know, I guess.
Yeah, they want you to know that
There's a
kind of
lot
stuff.
more stuff that they should know
Yeah.
besides that, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's part of this, the reason I wanted to do this, Georgia and I wanted to do this kind of episode was we just thought it was so fascinating, like the level of knowledge that most of us do not have, that every single person who wants to move here or become a citizen here like has to know, which is crazy. Yeah, I'm glad you guys had a good time with it. Is there anything else you'd
I
like to
have a
add?
question. I'm curious if anybody here knows anyone that's actually taken the citizenship test.
I know of people, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they didn't tell me anything that was on the test or anything. But knowing now what they
give
studied.
You the answers?
Well, I was born in America.
No,
so,
no, I know. I was just being sarcastic.
So like, I didn't know the questions were like of that nature. I mean, I did learn it in school, but it's kind of hard to regurgitate when you're at this age and you're a lot older and you're out of school and all those things. And so it's really interesting to see what people really have to go through if they really want to be here.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
I had a friend from another country, and he I guess did the application just to get a visa to come here. And I guess if you compare getting an American visa to getting a visa in another country, I guess a lot of times in America it is the American visa, the application process is more difficult or like more expensive or more, I don't know what, you know.
Yeah, it made me interested to kind of think about like what the process is for other countries. Is it as difficult in some countries? Is it easier? I know in some countries it's very easy. In others it's probably more difficult, but it's always something fascinating to think about.
I lived in Japan for 2 years, and they almost like gave me a visa. But I mean, but I had to kind of prove that why would they want me in their country? I had to show them I had a bachelor's degree. I went there as an English teacher, so I wasn't just like farting off. I was there for a job, you know what I mean? So like, but I felt the visa application for me to go to Japan was actually easy, but from what I've been told, that was just because I had a bachelor. But I was going there for a specific reason, to teach English.
Yeah, of course. I think that's kind of like the barrier to entry for a lot of countries in the world. So, all right. Are you guys ready to hear the scores?
Yes.
Do you guys want me to say the scores or just the order?
Let's both. Can you do
Both?
both?
Yeah, I can do both.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good. All right. So, in fourth place, scoring 15, was Tony.
15?
Yes.
What percentage is that?
I think it's like 61.
Oh, I
believe.
was right. I knew it. I knew I did 60.
He had the forceful amnesia because
Yeah,
he wanted to
made
forget
herself-
about
Purposely, I tried to get it low.
So this is for sure an accomplishment then. And then we actually had a tie for second place. With 16, it was Christine and Sunshine.
Oh.
What?
Harmony, look at you.
Harmony's number one.
And that means, of course, Harmony, you came in first place with the score of 18.
Wow.
So you guys were remarkably close. Like, there was not very much spread at all. It was all within, 3 questions. So, yeah, you guys all did a great job. You all passed. I wish that I took the test before, but I saw all the answers, so I couldn't take it, nor could Georgia. But yeah, thank you guys for all being a part of this. I hope it was a kind of fun and a little bit of an insightful experience. So I really appreciate
She's got a sash and a crown, and she's Miss America. She's the Miss America knowledge.
we should have got a Miss America sash.
Miss Knowledge America.
Schoolhouse Rock works.
Yeah, I guess it does. It super works.
And Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think you guys all did amazing. Everyone passed. It was remarkably close. Literally only a couple questions separated all 4 of you. So great job, and thank you for joining and being a part of it. I hope it was a fun experience.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wave forever.
We forever.
That concludes today's show. I know that trivia was difficult. We hope that you had fun watching and playing along. If you're interested in participating in future episodes of PADNET Presents, we invite you to join us in the studio. Follow us on social media or join our weekly newsletter to receive announcements on upcoming production opportunities. Thanks for watching PADNET Presents, and remember to make your media.